Show me.
I'm the martial arts film freak, and I rewatched Police Story.
Jackie Chan is a one-man battalion. As he sets his record straight in Police Story.
Police Story stars Jackie Chan, Maggie Cheung, and Bridget Lin, among many, many others. And this one is actually directed by Jackie Chan himself and written by Jackie and a man named Edward Tang, who, if you look at his filmography, he's essentially just a writer and co-writer on a lot of Jackie Chan movies. But Jackie Chan directed this one himself because this was a big passion project for him. I believe the story goes that he had just left Hollywood after making the movie The Protector from 1984, not the Tony Jaa 2000-something movie. 1984 is The Protector, and it's a completely fine movie. It's not very good. There's blood and boobs, and I think Jackie gets to say a cuss word, which is maybe the only movie that Jackie is in with blood and boobs and curse words. But he hated the experience. He had a terrible time. He didn't get any, no one trusted him to do the choreography or anything, and so he said, screw it, I'm going back to China, I'm going back to Hong Kong, I'm going to make the movie I want to make, I'm going to put all my heart into it, and he did, and he directed Police Story. Police Story sees Jackie Chan playing a character named Kakui Chan, who is a hero cop, essentially solely responsible for the arrest of this big drug lord, and throughout the movie he has to protect the only major witness they have until he is eventually framed for the murder of another cop, and then he has to deal with that. That is, the base of the story right there. The movie does a wonderful job of balancing multiple tones throughout it. I believe that I'd say the first 20 minutes of it, the opening feels heavy. It is the officers going as a group to arrest this drug lord, and people are panicking. One of the officers is shaking, and as bullets start flying, some of the officers start panicking, and Jackie has to get everybody under control until he eventually makes chase, I don't know how that phrase goes, to capture this drug lord in a wonderful, incredible sequence. But the opening just feels heavy and tense, and then after about the first 20 minutes, even the music sort of lightens up, and a bit of comedy gets to take place, and the movie lightens up entirely, and it just becomes a bit lighter and a bit more comedy of a film. Until eventually the movie does have to sort of revert back to a much more heavy film when Jackie is eventually framed for the murder of another cop, and he has to deal with that. You can't just keep the laughs going through that. There are multiple moments full of great comedic laughs. Just it's a very funny movie, but I'd like to highlight one moment specifically. Despite many other great, very fun moments, one moment specifically has garnered I guess it's become iconic among Jackie Chan moments. Of all the stunts and fight scenes he's ever done, this one comedic moment, it's right up there with all those action sequences. I'm of course talking about the scene where Jackie is in the police station all by himself pretty much, and he's taking all these phone calls as all these different phones are starting to ring, and on one phone he's got his girlfriend, on the other phone he's got a kidnapping, on the other phone he's got a rape case. That part probably don't hold up too much, but they don't talk about it too much. He's juggling 5 phones, and he's getting the cords all tangled, and he's trying to figure out who's on which phone call. Great scene. I don't know how he managed to do it. I'm sure it took more than one take. I know it took more than one take because it's a Jackie Chan movie, and everything takes more than one take, because when Jackie wants time, you give Jackie time. It is an astonishing sequence that is just as impressive as any fight scene or stunt. It's insane. But I think one of my favorite moments throughout the story is after Jackie's been framed, he's about to be placed under arrest by his commanding officers, and he just goes on a tirade at, the police chief, saying, we're out there dying and getting beaten, and you're in your office. You don't know what's actually happening out there because you're just sitting behind your desk in your nice, pretty office. It's a great scene. Jackie acts his ass off. I've only seen this movie with the dub on, and so I finally watched it just with subtitles, and Jackie's fantastic. Like, he deserves so much more credit for his acting. I think he did that later in movies like Shinjuku Incident and even Karate Kid. He's a wonderful actor. He deserves so much more. The moments between Jackie and his girlfriend are fantastic. Like, just this comedy of her being like in the room and him not knowing it as he's just trash talking her, and then trying to get her to not speed away on her moped and accidentally yanking her off of it. Hilarious moment. Their chemistry, Maggie Cheung and Jackie Chan, is fantastic. She's great in everything she's in. I still want to see her movie, In the Mood for Love. I've never seen it. It's regarded as one of the greatest Chinese films of all time. I want to see it so badly, and sadly I just haven't. But of course, this is a Jackie Chan movie, and we have to talk about the action. Do you remember that scene in Tango and Cash, the Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell movie, where Stallone's character stands in front of, I think, like an oncoming truck or something, and he just holds his gun out as the truck is getting closer, and he fires in the air, and the truck stops just before it gets to him. Yeah, that's a Jackie Chan moment from this movie that movie stole, Tango and Cash stole, not even a decade later. Like, pretty quick. There is actually a really cool moment in the movie Bad Boys 2 where, I don't know who's driving it, but a bunch of cars go down this hill and just pulverize right through this village. Really cool scene. It's so original. No one's ever done that before. Except for in Police Story when Jackie did it. Two movies, I guess, have tried to copy Police Story, but you can't imitate Jackie Chan, and you can't imitate Police Story. It's, especially two amazing moments like that could only be done by someone as insane as Jackie Chan. I love how in Police Story there's also like random stunt dudes standing on top of the houses that are getting driven through and just like falling with the houses, like, move! But thank you for making the shot look a bit cooler. There is a wonderful action sequence after Bridget Lin and Jackie Chan are driving away, and then they're, I guess, assaulted. They're ambushed by a bunch of thugs trying to take out Bridget Lin because she's the witness, and they have to kill the witness. And Jackie has to protect her. The stuff that he gets his stunt people to do, like his stunt team is just, of course, regarded as one of the best of all time because the way he trains them to do choreography and to do their falls and the crap they're willing to do. He puts like 3 dudes through windows, falling on cars and going through windshields. Like, it's insane. These guys will do anything for the sake of making a fight scene as good as it can be, if not better. But the film culminates in a wonderful action sequence in a mall. This is an iconic scene of all the Jackie Chan moments. This is the one that I always go back to. I love Drunken Master, Legend of the Drunken Master, Project A, Wheels on Meals, Dragons Forever, the iconic fight scenes, legendary fight scenes with Benny the Jet Urquidez. Of course, his fight scene in Legend of the Drunken Master with Ken Lo, and his fight scenes with Brad Allen in Gorgeous. All incredible moments, but when I think of Jackie Chan, I think of the mall sequence, the mall fight scenes from Police Story. Again, so much credit to his stunt team, who's willing to take all the falls. Like, if Jackie says, like, hey, what's going to happen here is I'm going to throw you off this balcony, and you're just going to crash through a table. And the stunt guy's like, yeah, okay. Or, making a dude do a backflip and land on his stomach on, what is it called? Escalators. Like, that looks so painful, and the stunt people just nail it every single time. And of course, Jackie takes his own bunch of falls. At one point, he gets thrown off a balcony through like a little shack. And of course, he has the big fall at the very end of the movie where he slides down the rail surrounded by Christmas lights and shatters down through this like little, I don't know, kiosk. And of course, that's the scene that shattered Jackie Chan's pelvis and burned most of the skin off his hands. But the action is amazing. You get just this like dirty, visceral choreography from Jackie Chan. It's not all super clean that you get in a lot of his other movies. Like, not every punch looks like the way you should throw a punch. He's just brawling with these guys. And of course you get that Jackie Chan style of using the items around you. He rides a coat rack and it just looks amazing until he eventually just starts nailing people with it. Jackie takes his bumps, his stunt people take the bumps. Even Bridget Lynn, I don't know if they got a stunt person for her, but she looked like she was taking her fair amount of falls. I'm pretty sure she went through a table. Someone who deserves some credit is Hark On Fung. I'm not super great at his name, I'm sure. He's in this movie. He's like the main henchman of the bad guy in this. And I'd say in Hollywood, we've got a couple of different people that we point out as like, oh yeah, that henchman. He's always great in everything. I think for a lot of movies, of course, you've got the dude from like Die Hard and Big Trouble in Little China, whose name I can't remember, and I got a picture right here. There's this guy who's in a lot of movies, a lot of Donnie Yen movies. I always recognize him and go like, oh yeah, that henchman. He's always great and stuff. But this guy, Hark On Fong, he is legendary. He's in a whole lot of stuff for just being a bad guy. I guess something about his face just screams evil. And he's wonderful in this movie. He does a fantastic job. He doesn't get many lines, but in terms of just presence and action, he's fantastic. So a great blend of like drama, action, and comedy, like smoothly transitioning throughout the movie through each of those tones. This movie moves. This movie moves really smoothly. It's only about an hour. I think it's like 140 minutes. So I guess, or actually, take that back. I think it's like 100 minutes, so it makes it an hour and 40. Like an hour 40 minute long movie that moves really smoothly through a bunch of different tones: the drama, the action, the comedy, the fight scenes that are phenomenal. Some of his best ever, in my opinion. Of course, I think you get more stylized, clean, one-on-one stuff with like his Benny the Jet Urquidez fights, even his Ken Lo, Brad Allen fights in Legend of the Drunken Master and Gorgeous. But in terms of just like visceral choreography that still manages to look really good, throw in a bunch of excellent stunts that no one should ever do in their life, but thank God they do it for our entertainment. All that stuff, just, I mean, come on, like, just 5 out of 5 shattered pelvises. Like, it, how can you not with Jackie Chan's Police Story? But what did you think of Jackie Chan's Police Story? Is it your favorite Jackie Chan movie? What is your favorite Jackie Chan movie? At least, what's your favorite Jackie Chan classic? You know, his stuff throughout the 80s and early 90s, maybe even some very late 70s stuff, with like Snake and the Eagle's Shadow and Dragon Lord and whatnot. I love Dragon Lord so much. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Favorite Jackie Chan movie? What's your favorite scene from this movie? The comedy, the action? What is your favorite moment? What's your favorite movie that tried to copy Jackie Chan? Because they don't do it well. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon somewhere down there. Comments, all that whatnots. Head over to marshalljoyner.com for movie reviews, book reviews. There's going to be some reviews up there soon for a lot of series that are on Netflix. There's a series called Seis Manos and a Thai series called Monkey Twins. That's some reviews for that are going to be up there soon. Yeah, head over there. Read all those because that website is fantastic and more people should head over there. I have so much more to say about this movie that I can't fit into a review like this. Like, this movie deserves a whole long dissection because it is, in my mind, this movie is perfect. Thank you all so much for watching and have a good day.